This happened a long time ago. One night, my grandmother was tugging me in while reciting my favorite bedtime story. And I don't remember exactly what, but something reminded me of my grandfather. And I quickly inquired, Dadima, where did Dadaji go? That poor old lady, with a very sad smile on her face, pointed towards the brightest star in the sky and told me, "That's your grandfather." I looked up, but I couldn't find him anywhere. I got totally confused. But my grandma was really perceptive. She took this as a sign of uncertainty and quickly pacified me by saying that's where people go when they die so that they can keep a look at us and guide us in our dark moments. I quickly believed this theory without even realizing that this was going to be my very first introduction into believing things. And this was just the beginning. As I grew up, I had a lucky shirt, I had a lucky shoe, I had a lucky pen for my exams. You name it, I believed it. But when it comes to believing things, I'm not the only one. We are all the same. And beliefs are ingrained in us in such a way that we don't even realize that our all important beliefs are not even supposed to be true. They can be literally anything that we want them to be. And any discussion about beliefs is incomplete without discussing about the biggest and the oldest belief system that humans hold so dear to us, the belief in God. Belief in God has made people do all sorts of unimaginable things. History is full of examples of leaders taking their whole nation into wars just because of their some dogmatic beliefs. Did you know that this cheese sandwich was sold for rupees 20 lakhs because it had a print of Virgin Mary on it? And did you know that belief in God is so popular that in these 13 countries you can be literally killed for not believing in God? There is no exact God spot in our brain, but there is a part in our brain that evolved to believe in God. It's called the nucleus accumbens. Coincidentally, it activates the same pleasure and reward centers in our brain that gets activated when we are listening to music or we are taking drugs or having sex. Even the way we pray and the kind of relationship we have with our God decides what kind of a person I will be and the decisions that I take in my life. Astronauts go through something called an overview effect, in which they look at Earth from space as a tiny blue spot. And when they look at Earth in that way, all their personal hatred, political divisions, and geographical boundaries, everything melts away, and they get this overwhelming feeling of oneness with everything. Astronaut John Glenn, on his second space flight, famously said that to look out at this kind of creation over here and not believe in God to me is impossible. He was up there in space due to this unimaginable development in science and technology, but still, he could not help himself from thanking God. See, no matter how close or dear we hold our beliefs, we can't deny the unprecedented development that science has brought into our lives, the material comforts that science has given us. But still, why do so many people hold on to these age-old beliefs? Why? I'll tell you why. Because belief in the supernatural provides that emotional comfort and that little meaning that we seek all our lives. There is an old saying that there are no atheists in a battlefield, which means that all of us look towards the Almighty when our time is coming. So next time, when someone says that global warming is a myth or that the earth is flat, or if it's even your old grandma who's saying that your grandfather died and became a star, take a deep breath and forgive them. It's their belief system and they might need it to survive. Remember that beliefs are very delicate, but the people who survive due to those beliefs are even more delicate. At the end of the day, God didn't come to save those poor souls, but their belief in God, it surely did.